everybody, Christy with Big D's Q. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're gonna make a holiday favorite, pecan pie. People in my family have been trying to get my recipe for a while, so I said let me make a video. Now, one thing, if you grow up cooking with your grandmother, this is the kind of knowledge that she'll pass down. If you're not used to cooking and you're trying to make this for your family, this is a dish you need to start a little bit early. This isn't something you can make an hour or two before, because we've got to make it, we've got to put everything together, we've got to cook it for about 55 minutes, and then we've got to let it cool for at least an hour. So make sure, give yourself time. All right, you guys ready for the recipe? I hear something. What are you doing?
Well, your mama told me that she was going to be making this pie, and I thought I'd slip over and get your recipe.
Get my recipe? Yeah. Well, come on.
Get to eat.
I knew you must know I was baking, because you show up when I'm baking.
That's right.
Well, I got a trick on you. Since you're here, I was going to make this in the oven. But since we're filming, why don't we show everyone how to make it on the smoker? Add that extra flavor.
We can do that. I like that idea. I like that smoking now.
Well, I'm going to put you to work.
All right.
Well, you know my secret. I've never told. This is my secret.
What is an orange?
An orange.
Sure is.
Sure is. Now, you don't need the whole thing. You just need to grate this and get about a teaspoon of orange zest. I'll show you how I make it in there, but first let's tell everybody what we're going to put in it. Does that work for you?
Oh yeah. I need to know what's going in there.
Well, we're going to take the easy route. We're going to start with our frozen pie crust. Now, you can make one from home and it'll be wonderful, but we're going to give you the easy one. I'll put you to work. Will you grab a fork?
Well, yeah.
The first thing you want to do is just take your fork and stab some holes down all around the bottom.
You mean like that?
Mm-hmm. This is going to help the pie cook evenly. Now make sure you're not getting a lot of breakage in there. Oh, you're doing a good job at that. You just keep doing that. Well, I've got 1 cup and 1/4 of light brown sugar. I've got 3/4 cup of K-Rose light syrup. Now, another thing Grandma will teach you, if you get to making this and you've got dark brown sugar and you've got dark syrup, nobody's gonna know. You're gonna use 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You're gonna use 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm gonna put the description down, all the details in the description and on our website, so you can check it out there. But 3 eggs, 3/4, a stick of butter. Somebody cut that. Who did that? And cut it a little short. They got some more, put it back and thought I wouldn't know. 3/4 a stick of butter.
Rodney must have done that.
I bet it was. All right, and then we're gonna grate. So while you're finishing that, I'm gonna show you. I use my zester. Now, you could use the little holes on a cheese grater. If you're using a zester, if you go like that, you're gonna get some long strips. So I just go as small as I can.
You know what this looks like? Looks like I set it up, shot it with a shotgun. Boom!
It might have been easier to use your shotgun.
Yeah.
Or I should have got Cason's BB gun.
Can we put that down in this kitchen then?
No, we don't need to put the zest in there yet. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. I only need 1/2 teaspoon, because you don't want to overwhelm it with orange flavor. You just want to give it that little.
You know, I kind of like
spice.
citruses. You know, I got citrus in my rubs. I like that little citrus flavor on it. But anyway.
You've got orange peel in G2, and you've got lemon in Stakeout, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Well, we like to cook with citrus. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to eyeball this, but I'm going to measure because I don't want to overpower it. I just want it to hit someone's tongue and add a little bit of spice.
Smells good, don't it?
It does smell good. Alright, I think we're about there. Now, my other trick I always say is it's going to get stuck in there, so make sure that's going to be your biggest piece. Look how much was still stuck in there. So I'm going to gather up some more, but I probably need to do just a little bit more of this. And then when I'm done, Rodney will come in here and this orange will be gone. I'll set it down and I'll turn around and he'll be just a green.
He likes them oranges though.
Alright, I think we're getting pretty close on that one. Yep. So by the time I pick what's falling up, we're gonna be right at half a teaspoon. Well, the other thing I can put you to work doing is, will you layer the pecans on the bottom of your pie crust?
Oh yeah, I might eat a few of them too.
Now I used to always think that people poured in the syrup mixture and put the pecans on top, but that's not how you do it. You put your pecans in first.
Kind of like that?
Kind of like that. It might be a little easier if we start from the
Give me a
middle.
handful of them here.
There you go.
They're pretty good.
Are you taste testing my pecans?
That's kind of like cooking, you know. Serve somebody something you ain't tried, you know.
Well, that's true. That's true. I don't trust a chef that won't eat his own cooking.
That's right. You can tell, look at me. I've been eating a lot of my cooking, somebody else's too. I've done pretty good. I lost a little weight, but now this fall, I done put it all back on.
Probably because you keep showing up to people's houses when they're baking.
That's right.
I'm going to move them together just pretty close. Because we got people that really like pecans.
Well, let's don't tell them about this pie. We'll hide it, and then you'll eat it. Rodney come in and catch us cooking, and he'll be wanting some of it.
He'll smell it. He won't even have to tell him. He'll walk in the house and say, "You've been making pecan pie." And he'll go to searching. He'll be looking in all the cabinets.
There you go. Takes a lot of pecans to go around that little old deal there.
It does. You're going to want to make sure you start out with at least 2.5 cups. Now, some people like more pecans, some people like less, some people like chopped pecans. I say all pecans are good. Use what you got, use what you like. Today we're going to make it with pecan halves.
Man, I'm really laying them in there pretty, ain't I?
And it looks like Picasso made this.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Leave one right there. Leave another right there. One right there. Is that enough? You want some more?
I'd keep going. Let's fill her
All
up.
right. So let's put about cup and a half, 2 cups in there, I guess. How thick you gonna put them in there? I can just keep putting them in there.
Well, since we're using whole pecan halves, we'll just make one layer on the bottom. You can, if you really like pecans, you can put them on the bottom, pour your syrup, and make them up. We're using just traditional size pie crust. If you've got a deep pie crust, you can put all the pecans you want in there. All right, that wasn't hard. I'm putting you to work too. Let's go show them how to set your smoker up.
Okay. We're gonna get that thing going so we can smoke that pie. Well, we're gonna put some charcoal in this chimney. Started. We're gonna do it on the PK grill. This way, if you got a Weber, if you got a barrel, whatever you want to grill it on, cook on, you can cook it. Don't have to have one of them big smokes. Getting a tumbleweed here.
A tumbleweed. Well, you know what I was
That's
thinking.
charcoal starter.
People may not know what the chimney and the tumbleweed is. Do you want my telling us?
Well, that's a charcoal starter. And that's a charcoal starter too.
It just looks like some twine with some oil,
Got some wax on it.
some wax.
Some kind of fire burner. There we go. Got her going. Just a little lick. Set that down over. About 20 minutes, we'll be ready to lay her out there to the side and kind of all set the deal. We're going to smoke a pie.
Smoke a pie. Well, what's the difference between using a chimney and just putting it in there and putting lighter fluid on it?
Whew. Well, I don't like lighter fluid on nothing. Just get out here and just get you a good even start and fast, and it'll all be ready to go. When you put it in there, it'll all be ready to, heat's ready to burn.
I always like lighter fluid. Taste a
Lighter
little
fluid
bit.
leaves a taste. The old Rocky used to say, you can tell if you're using Chevron or Mobile from the lighter fluid you use. He can taste that stuff.
So 20 minutes, and then we'll come dump
Yeah,
it.
about 20 minutes, we'll dump it in there and get everything set up. Our grates in, and you get that pie mixed up and ready to go. We'll bring it out here and cook it.
Sounds good. So while he's out there working on getting the smoker set up, I have melted that 3/4 stick unsalted butter, and now I'm gonna whisk in over the heat my brown sugar. Now if you're using certain kind of pans, when you use a whisk, you might want to use one that's rubber coated so it's not scratching up your good pans. Now this heat doesn't have to be very high, but medium, and my stove cooks pretty fast, so I've got it on low. I'm just worried about breaking up any sugar pockets, making sure that sugar and butter start to combine. Tell you what it smells like. It smells like I'm making caramel. Alright, once I get that whisked together, I'm going to remove it from the heat. And I'm going to, let's go ahead and turn it off, but I'm also going to move it over here. Now, what consistency are you looking for? You're just looking for it to be smooth, not any clumps. Looks like it's mixed together. So over here to that, I'm going to add off the heat. I'm going to add in my light cooking syrup using K-Rose. Oh, I remember every time I went to my grandmother's house, she had some in the pantry. If you think about it, she was always cooking. She was always baking for someone. I love when those traditions pass on. Alright, so I've mixed that in. Now I'm going to add my salt. My 2 tablespoons, or sorry, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. And my orange zest. Just half a teaspoon. First thing I'm going to do is whisk that up. I'm going to make sure all that's spread evenly. You don't want to bite in and get orange overload on one side or salt overload on one side. You want to make sure you're really mixing this together. And to this, I'm going to add 3 eggs, lightly beaten. I hear him coming in now. He's going to come try to taste this once this is mixed. I can guarantee it. Just whisk that together. Now your eggs are going to act as a binding agent as this cooks. It's going to help the whole pie stick together as one. So make sure you don't leave those out. So now for the easy part, we're just going to take that mixture and we're going to make sure we pour it evenly over the pecans. Alright, ready to go on the smoker.
Alright, we're going to let it grate in here. Something like that. Uh-oh, I missed the thing. There we go.
And where'd you put your fire?
You can see I got my hot coals in the corner. We got some green coals here, or unlit coals. Let it ease on through. And this right here is what we're going to do the pie on. I can get it in there right, reckon. I'll lay this on here to catch my drippings. To make it easy to clean up. Set that on there, something like that. Right there. Set my pie right here. And we'll have an indirect heat. And I'm going to shut this down and kind of get it set. Let's see here, I got to move that over towards a little. That old Papa don't know what he's doing. There we go. Leave it shut right there. Oh yeah. Now we can tune this thing down a little here. $350. About $350, $375. It'll cook it pretty fast too. But we ain't got to worry about getting it too hot because all of our heat's right over here. Well, this right here for you guys has got a PK, because I think it works on about any grill. This is a little more right. It's real handy for finishing off steaks or anything on your grill and bacon. You can get these at our friend Sweet Sweat of Mine. Mark Lambert's got plenty of these. So if you're interested in one and want one, go to Sweet Sweat of Mine Distributing and Lambert will fix you up. Our smoker's on 350. We'll go ahead and get this baby started. Look at that smoke. Whoo, gonna be a smoked pecan pie. Here. That thing's full, Christy, baby. That's why we got that little deal on there to catch our drippings. Now you're talking about pretty.